Welcome. This is Mike Jecka from Real Estate Promo. And one topic that I'm constantly being asked about from students is about IRAs. So I decided to ask my personal friend Todd Grill from Entrust Midwest to sit down with us for a few minutes and just discuss IRAs. Todd has a wealth of knowledge when it comes to the field of IRAs and investing. He's got a long and distinguished career in real estate as a real estate professional and as an investor. And he's the most qualified person that I know to discuss the IRAs. He's also an administrator for Entrust, so if you do have an IRA, he is one of the guys that you actually go to place your IRAs into a traditional or a Roth or a SEP or one of the other non-traditional IRA type of investment platforms. And a lot of his clients do primarily real estate. So he's very experienced at the real estate arena with the IRAs. So I encourage you to take a lot of notes, put your thinking caps on while we're listening to this interview.
Well, welcome everyone. We have a special guest with us today, Todd Grill from Entrust Midwest, based in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I invited Todd to talk about IRAs, what an IRA is, and how to use a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA to invest in real estate.
Yes, great, fantastic, thank you.
Welcome, Todd.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
Well, why don't you just, so everyone knows who you are and why you're qualified to speak to us, why don't you give us a quick brief background?
Perfect, thank you very much for the opportunity. My background is in investment real estate. Been doing that for well over 25 years. Have some knowledge and former ownership interests in title companies, mortgage companies, real estate companies, and so that's my background, that's my passion, that's my love. And I was fortunate to be able to get involved with a company called the Entrust Group. They're a national company. I'm a branch office of theirs up here in the upper Midwest, and we help clients use their retirement plans to invest in alternative investments. We are what's called in the industry a third-party administration company. So we facilitate investments, alternative investments, inside all of the different types of retirement plans for clients, which include traditional IRA, a SEP IRA if you're self-employed, a Roth IRA, a simple plan for smaller companies, and also the 401k, which is a great plan for any business owner. And clients move their money to us to specifically invest in alternative investments, or what we call non-typical investments, other than typically stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Although they could buy stocks, bonds, mutual funds inside their self-directed plan here with Entrust Midwest, they could do that with other advisors and other companies. So we try to have them specifically invest in the investments that we specialize in, which all the advisors and other companies don't facilitate.
Which in my case and most of my friends would be in the real estate arena.
It's a perfect opportunity for any real estate investor to be able to use their retirement plan money. It's another source of funds that they haven't realized that they're able to tap into legally to be able to invest in, like you talked about, real estate.
Well, as people get into the real estate investing arena, they hear about using your IRA for real estate, but nobody really knows how to do it. And that's where I wanted to bring you in and talk about the pros and cons of using your IRAs or other people's IRAs, and how to actually do that, how to go about investing in real estate with an IRA.
Yes, the other people's IRA, we call that OPI, other people's IRAs instead of OPM. But yes, well, typically when people hear this strategy, they're under the false assumption that they have to take the funds, the IRA funds, out of their plan. And that's the incorrect way to do it. The correct way to do it is all inside the plan. And the only way they're able to legally do that is if they do that through what they call a TPA, a third-party administration company that specifically works with alternative investments, knows how to structure those alternative investments inside the retirement plan, and knows how to facilitate the investment and then record keep that back to the client and to the IRS. And that's exactly what our charge is, and that's what we are good at. And so it all stays within the retirement plan. And so the beauty of that is if it's a traditional IRA, they're growing those funds tax deferred over many, many years and will eventually take that money out at the applicable tax rate when they retire. Hopefully that'll be a lower tax bracket than they currently are in. If they're invested and have a Roth IRA, which is the absolute best retirement plan in my opinion because the money grows tax-free, eventually all of that money, if they do it correctly and hold it a certain number of years, and they're able to take that money out after age 59 and a half tax-free. So, and they can commingle different types of retirement plan inside the same investment. So it's so flexible and creative. Sometimes it's a little hard for people to get their arms around.
Well, one thing I've heard a lot of people say is that they have an IRA and it's with the local bank, and they've gone to the bank and asked them how to invest in real estate, and the bank tells them no, they can't.
Correct. We hear that all the time.
Right, which is not correct. It's just they're saying that they can't. They won't allow you to do it through theirs. Can you briefly touch on that and what the real difference is between an IRA with a bank or some type of other institution that isn't specifically geared towards real estate or truly self-directed IRA?
Yes, good. Actually, any bank, any financial institution, any credit union, any life insurance company, or any company specifically like Entrust Midwest is allowed to be able to facilitate these alternative investments. Those companies choose not to. So interesting enough, a Fidelity or a Vanguard could do what we do. They just choose not to do what we do because these alternative investments are a little more hands-on, a little more hand-holding for our clients. They're a little more difficult as far as the record keeping goes. We have a very sophisticated accounting system for all these different types of investments. So these companies choose not to do it. They don't understand them, so they basically tell the client, no, you can't do it. What they honestly should be telling the client is, yes, you can do it, we just choose not to do it.
But they're not going to say
But
that
they're not
because
gonna
they
say
don't
it.
want to drive their clients to somebody else who says, we can do it.
Exactly, that's the problem.
So they just give them the false premise that they can't.
That's what
so
we run
they
into.
keep their money in that account there.
Exactly right.
Right, good. Okay, now, how does somebody go about, first of all, how does somebody go to find you or somebody like you?
Yes, actually all of our business is pretty much driven by the websites. Clients find us by Googling self-directed retirement plans or the IRA LLC, which is a kind of a marketing strategy, or buying real estate in your retirement plan. But most of them find it through self-directed. And then there's 5 to 10 different companies that typically show up around the country. Entrust happens to be one of the largest ones. They've been around since 1981. So they have a great history, great track record. They're the owners of these different franchises for Entrust are highly trained. We are trained on the cutting edge of these techniques and investment techniques to be able to help our clients move to the next level on how to structure these transactions legally inside retirement plans. So that's how clients find us, and we work with clients all over the country.
Well, how do they find you specifically, as long as we're talking about that? Why don't you give your contact info?
If you don't mind me giving a plug, the name of my company is Entrust Midwest. You can find us. Let me give you my contact information on my email. It's tgrill, that's GRILL and it's 3 words, the, Entrust, ENTRUST group, theentrustgroup.com. The national website is under The Entrust Group. That's the national umbrella. So if you email me at tgrill at The Entrust Group, or if you happen to like telephone, you can call me at 763 area code, and that's 559-5363. Again, that's 763-559-5363. I love answering emails. I do a lot through that and the telephone if you like that personal touch, and happy to help answer any of your questions. That's what we're here to do, is to educate. The Entrust loves educating clients about how to be able to take advantage of these alternative investments inside retirement plans for true diversification. Stocks, bonds, and mutual funds can be great investments, but that specifically is not total diversification.
Right.